What's going on? My name is Sid, and yes, tomorrow is the day that we get the American Legends update, bringing us this thing as the first story activity completion reward, the first exclusive car in the new set of rewards that find themselves right here in stories. This is a billionaire's work reward, and it is the Porsche 550 Spyder. If you'll remember, I just only a few days ago did actually find this thing out in the very first shot that we got of this update. I deduced this thing's existence because of course it was James Dean's the famous 550 that he famously crashed, in fact. But we go on this whole adventure, which if you boys want, and hopefully you will, I'll be doing a full guide on how to unlock this thing. But for now, before unlocking it, I'm gonna take you boys into a good little run of playing with it. Obviously we can't unlock it now because the update doesn't come out till tomorrow, so instead I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna play with it, and my video for unlocking should be out soon. But yeah, there we are. Let's go into customizing this thing. It does look pretty damn nice. Just before we carry on into the customization of this this car, if you're enjoying the video or you will go on to enjoy it, do head down there, subscribe for all the content on the crew too. I'm the main hub, so it would be very much appreciated. You may not even know you're not subscribed. Just head down there, leave a like on the video while you're there. It would be appreciated. Alright, moving on. Now, I do believe this thing actually does have a lot of customization, as far as I remember, that is at least. Of course, first of all, we can change the color, so that's already a brilliant start. Oh, that is a nice color. That's a beautiful cream. Okay. Obviously, we won't have much in the livery department, but we will have... Oh, okay. So we've got a lot we can do to this thing. I don't know what aesthetic we go with already. I'm kind of liking that. We'll go with that for there. Now, what is that? Why are they purple? Okay. You got caged headlights. You got purple and caged. Oh, and you've got a, that thing at the front. I think we'll go with this, I'm not sure what that's a mix of, but it's a mix of something. This thing is pretty nice. Oh, don't tell me there's a wide body. Don't tell me there's a wide body. That actually changes a lot. There we go. Okay. Whoa. That changes a lot. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with... Oh, I don't know. I suppose we'll put that on for now. Rims, I'm gonna go with the ones with a bit of black. Oh, we'll go with these ones. So we do still have a bit of black, but it's a bit more subtle. I don't like those. I think I much prefer these. Yeah, they're kind of the aesthetic I'm going for. I'm not exactly going for like a race thing. Ooh, it's got the like Doc Hudson things. Is that wide-bodied? It is. What is that? Whoa, okay. Oh, what is that? Why? Well, yes, please. Okay. That's kind of nutty. But then this is the rear... So is this not the rear wing? That's rear fender customization. This is rear wing. Okay. Oh. Oh, so we go from nothing to two head things to a lot more single person focused, I suppose. And then, oh, okay. And then the whole thing's in like a little area. I think I might go with... no, that looks too goofy for my liking. I think we're going to go with this one. That kind of... I mean, I say it looks a little too goofy. I don't know what we're even looking at here, to be honest. Oh, okay. So it looks like exhaust is what's going to be the fun here. Oh, okay. 4 exhausts. Oh, what does that replace up there? Just a bunch of things in a cage become that. And then the double become a single exhaust, that is. And more things at the back. Where have they pulled this out of? What is this car and where have they pulled out this many customization things for? I kind of want to go with this one, but I feel like it sticks out too much, Screw it, we'll go for it. Oh, now interior. I guess we'll leave the interior because we don't really know what we're doing with that just yet. And one thing that is nice is that we can put liveries on it. I do assume, I can assume a lot of the actual liveries we'll end up getting on this thing, They're things that are very similar to the man who crashed it, Mr. James Dean. his old thing. It is an American legend. Oh, okay, there we go. But it is also a German car. It is quite vintage, and we don't go with a lot of vintage stuff often. So I might go with something along these lines. You know, it's subtle, it's simple, and it just sort of has this, like, a retro feel to it, you know. I think this one gets cut off, which is a shame, because that one wouldn't be too bad. I do really like making these vintage cars feel vintage. You know, it's something I enjoy in this game, most definitely. I think we'll go with this, perhaps. But maybe mess around with the color. Because I think the color definitely... It's fine. But I don't know if it lends itself to it too much. I think... Ooh! Oh, I don't know. I do quite like how this blue looks on the thing. You know what? We'll see what vanities we have. Because unfortunately, it seems this time around, they didn't give us all the vanities that I got last time, you know. Last TTS, last recording build, I was having a whale of a time. Because they'd given me every single vanity in the game. It doesn't seem to be the case this time around. We'll go with the tier 50, sorry. The tier 50 Chicago Heist Smoke. Propeller, War Hero, Nitro, I guess, because that's sort of the style we're going with here. Underglows are not something I really use, and we've already used that, unfortunately, or else we would go with that. I regret using these rims. Oh, we'll go with these ones. Chicago Heist tires. There you go. Oh, that thing's kind of naughty, boys. This thing does look... I don't even know what to think about this thing. It's not a car I would ever even begin to consider being in the crew, and especially looking like this in the crew. You know, let's hope we've got parts on it. And then I clicked customization by mistake. Okay, no, let's click off of that. It does have parts on it. It's got a nitro chem set, so we're going to obviously take this thing into a race, and you boys will join me there. Ooh... Here it is. Oh, the smoke is a lot more noticeable than I thought it would be. Okay, PC makes this game just look so much better. Okay, let's go into here and see what we can do now with this thing in an actual race. The tires are a lot more noticeable. What are they doing that I can actually notice them spinning? I kind of like those tires. Oh, this thing doesn't look like it's going to handle the best. Oh, no. Oh, the nitro looks like a bunch of fun. Yeah, the nitro's a fair bit. Okay, ow. The nitro's a fair bit of fun. But I want to check out all the... No! Got that. Oh, well, this works. Let me check this thing in first person. I mean, I'm not actually too familiar with the story of Mr. James Dean. I know he's an American legend, and I know he crashed his car. I couldn't tell you much else about him, really, unfortunately. I mean, the smoke here... Is it always going? Oh, it's a trail smoke. So it actually leaves an amount of itself going at all times, essentially. It just is more when you're turning, I assume. Oh, this thing doesn't... Okay, it's obviously not meta. It doesn't turn amazingly. But it doesn't turn terrible. Where am I going? That went exactly as I intended it. Perfectly as it was intended. It really doesn't... Okay, that was a bad turn to start talking on. But it really doesn't turn too bad, in my opinion. We'll obviously be trying it in 2 street races. But as far as, like, the new cars go, it's an interesting one to be the beginner. Do you think it's worth it for 12 of the story mission? I think it just sort of depends on you. Do you want the car? If you want the car, do the missions. If you don't want the car, then, I don't know. Don't get the car. I assume the missions will stick around after... Oh. Okay, that was exactly how I intended that to go. Okay, let's, you know what? Before I carry on... God damn it. What is going on here? Before I carry on, let's head over into the next race. Here we go. We're in another race. I think there sort of is a question of, you know, do you really care for this thing enough to do it? It really depends on what car comes out. We're obviously hoping that the events do stay in the game for past this update, which it seems like they will, given the fact that they've been given their own entire section. You know, it's not just like the contract or the chase that are just put in the activities menu. The stories were put in, you know, they were put in the main menu. I didn't think that was a thing they did anymore since the Motor Pass system, you know? I think this is the first season in a long time that is actually not a Motor Pass pretending to be a Motor Pass. Like, let's look at the cars in the Motor Pass. They're cool cars, sure. The Nugget, the Awakening, the Stunt Edition, and the Splatter Edition. They're cool cars, but you remove the Motor Pass here, and all you're left with is an update that's gonna have 2 new things to do every single week, 2 new brand new rewards, well, I guess bucks, 2 new rewards every week, 1, like, I assume brand new, which will be like the Vanity or the car, a car every other week, plus the shop editions during those weeks. I think this is honestly just a normal update with a Motor Pass tacked on, with the Motor Pass being the afterthought. I'm kind of okay with that. It may still end up being a bad update. Hey, a lot of people don't like Data Rush. A lot of people don't like Kings of Mayhem. A lot of people don't like, you know, the other ones, Inner Drive. But at least, I think what people often cope with is that, oh, it wasn't the Motor Pass, you know? I think it's fine if this thing is bad, because it's not trying to be a Motor Pass, it's just trying to be an update. It's added a thing that's actually to do with the main game, rather than a gimmicky event type. Would I rather the gimmicky event type? Maybe. Maybe for the next season, I just want another chase style, you know, you just get an event every week or whatever, what, USB Tour style. But maybe every now and then I'm fine with them also doing this, where they actually are just adding an update to the main game while pretending like it's a Motor Pass. I think that's the big consensus I've found here. It's a good feeling. To be fair, it's a good feeling. People might complain because it's like, oh, well, the Motor Pass is the main thing and it's getting less effort or whatever. I think overall that's what people want, is it not? They've put all the effort into the cars for all of the stories. You know, the story missions, all of that stuff. All of that stuff, you know? There we go. Not too bad, by the way. I assume. I don't know. No one else has played this race. But you know what? That is the Porsche 550 Spyder. The first reward of the stories that really made me think, you know, maybe this season's just trying to be a good season. I think I'd compare this season out of all seasons. I think Contractor was trying, but I think I'd compare this season the most to a first 2 years of the crew update than the Motor Pass season. And again, just from those words alone, it sounds like a positive. I hope. But yeah, that's going to be about it from me. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to Icon member for the love of life. That's going to be about it from me, boys. In a bit.
My heart spills, so I'm cleaning up a mess, yeah. Gotta go to church, feel the demons at my neck, yeah. When I'm on a pill, I be feeling like I'm blessed, it's a curse. When I'm on the drugs, I'm the worst, shawty. Tell me how it feels, tell me does it hurt. Tell me if it's wrong when I'm lifting up your shirt, shawty. Tell me if it's real,